I'm here with FlyQuest Will. Will, how does it feel that you 2-0'd Cole, the favorite of the group stage, and who went 3-0 in his respective group, and now you are 1-0 over Eric in the winner's bracket. And if you beat him in one more round, you will have 2-0'd every opponent, and you'll be going to the grand finals. How does it feel, FlyQuest Will?
Well, feeling good, feeling good. Just trying to prove all the haters wrong, trying to prove that
Who
I'm
are
out
these
here.
haters? Were they your friends or your
Oh,
enemies?
everyone was doubting me. All my friends, they're doubting me. No one believed in me except for my coach, my boy Jay.
Oh,
Believed in me to
Coach
win it
Jay
all.
from Korea,
Yeah.
former King's Own coach, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yes. No, but seriously, so um, how have you been signing these picks right in the drafts? Because so in the first match for the bands, when Cole banned out the Maokai Riven, how'd you decide to just go with the Lux? What did you think he was gonna pick? Because you got rid of his Renekton and Jin. So what were you thinking there?
Yeah. So Lux is my most comfortable 1v1 champ, because I can poke from a distance, have a decent CS once I get my E's going and get some mana. Have that CC to get away. As long as I don't get too caught out, I feel pretty comfortable on her. And whenever she's up, that's my number one 1v1 champ. So I kind of just picked her, hoping that like it worked out. I feel pretty comfortable on her more than anyone else, and like, yeah, just assumed. I didn't know who Cole was gonna pick in that first game. I didn't think he'd pick the Ornn, but turned out in my favor. So
All right, all right.
and yeah.
Well, the second game, you did tell us that your strategy was that you would leave the Renekton open, and then he would pick Renekton, and you'd counterpick with the Pantheon. So I'm seeing that pretty much worked out for you the way you intended it.
Yeah, because he went Ornn the first game, so I assumed he wouldn't go Ornn again to you don't usually pick a losing champ that you want. So I banned the Aatrox because my goal was to play Pantheon, and I'm not as comfortable going against Aatrox as Renekton. So I banned out the Jin for the long poke as his best champ for the ADC. I didn't want him to CS me. And then I banned Aatrox, leaving up Renekton, hoping that he'd leave the Renekton. He'd pick the Renekton, and I'd go right perfectly into it with Pantheon and just try to beat him from there.
Okay. Now, what were you feeling for the first match? Why the Pantheon Heimerdinger ban against Eric? Or, I mean, the Jack Sion ban against Eric.
Cyan ban? Well, as I lost my first. The only game I've lost this tournament was on that Jax. He came out and stunned me. I was shocked Eric picked it because I totally forgot he played Jax because I've only seen him play junglers recently. But yeah, I was in the second game. I was definitely a little bit more nervous that, especially if I was planning on playing Lux or Brand with my picks going into that. So I knew if that he had Jax and he left Lux up and I chose Lux and he pounces on me with Jax, I can't get away from that long engage. Like he chose Darius, and as long as he stayed out of the grab range, I was looking pretty good. So
Okay.
I banned that out, and then the Scion, I just don't feel like playing against Eric Scion because he's pretty good on Scion and it's too tanky, and I feel like I would have to just go for CS at that point. Lux, I felt like I can go for. If I face anyone else, I feel like I can just go for both.
So, with Daniel's current disqualification due to time constraints, now John got a free buy in the rounds, and so did Eric, technically. John gets a free buy, meaning he has one less champion he has to play in the loser's bracket. What do you think that will mean for John and his champion pool? The former FlyQuest top laner, your former teammate, Jan, JP Jokers.
It definitely helps John. Doesn't hurt him at all. He used Aatrox in the first round. Now he gets Garen and Darius. He doesn't have to use one of them there, so I'm assuming he only has to play 2 to 3 more games in the
He has
losers
to
bracket.
play a minimum of two more, a maximum of three, because the final round's a best of three. So he has
Yeah,
one more
so
best of one and then one best of
definitely
three.
leaves up a better chance for him now to make it through with the Garen and Darius without bans. So feel like it helps his chances. I think Cole will be ready for it though, and maybe I'll see Cole again in the finals. But yeah, I think it helps John.
Now, as a pro player yourself, this topic has been really hot in the community. How do you feel about the ping being so bad in NA?
Get us a LAN server. I won't drive 5 minutes to get there though. I'm lazy.
All right. Well, is there anything you want to say to the fans, FlyQuest Will?
Just keep supporting me. Don't doubt me. I got this, boys. I got this.
All right. Well, you can check out the rest of my coverage about this on my YouTube channel. This is Jack from the Chicago LCS studios. Sign it out. Wait, I just realized I left the voice channels. Okay.